In this video, you will study the two remaining laws of chemical combinations and how to find out atomicity of any molecule and the molecular formula of any compound by Avogadro law.
Hello students, in today's video we are going to continue with the laws of chemical combination. The next law of chemical combination is Gay-Lussac's law of gas volumes. Gay-Lussac given this law in 1808, which states that when two or more gases react with one another, their volume bears simple whole number ratio with one another and to the volume of products, provided all volumes are measured under identical conditions of temperature and pressure. So what is important here to understand that when the two gases, for example like nitrogen and hydrogen, when they react together they form ammonia. Here you can see after the balancing of equation we see that one volume of nitrogen is reacting with 3 volumes of hydrogen to produce 2 volumes of ammonia. In this reaction, if we take that, because all the products, this product and all the reactants which were used are in gaseous state, so the ratio which is found, that is 1:3:2, and it is true for all conditions and every, you can say, situation whenever these two gases react, the ratio will be found 1:3 and the product will be formed in ratio 2 with them together. So this is the Gay-Lussac's law of gas volumes. The next law which we are going to study is Avogadro's law. This was given by Avogadro in 1811, which states that equal volumes of all gases at the same temperature and pressure should contain equal number of molecules. This was this rule can be understood by a reaction oxygen plus hydrogen gives water vapor. By the observations of chemical reactions, it was found that one volume of oxygen reacts with 2 volume of hydrogen and forms 2 volume of water vapor. If we take in one volume there are n molecules, then by this law 2 volumes will be having 2n volumes, 2n molecules, and here also 2 volume 2n molecules. So if we simplify, we cancel out n with each other, then we get one molecule would react with 2 molecules and give 2 molecules of water vapor. 1 molecule of oxygen reacts with 2 molecules of hydrogen to provide 2 molecules of water vapor. If we simplify more and we cancel it by 2 again, then half molecule of oxygen would be reacting with 1 molecule of hydrogen and produce 1 molecule of water vapor. We know the formula of H2O after now, because we have modern techniques and we can calculate the atoms which are present in any compound nowadays very easily. So this is how this rule is very important. So the importance of this law is, if we have, then there are two importance of these law, that it helps to determine atomicity of elementary gases such as hydrogen and oxygen. Atomicity, you can see here, we know that in one molecule only one atom of oxygen is present, and as reactant we have used half molecule of oxygen. So if one molecule of water vapor is having one atom which was given by half molecule, then one molecule would be equal to the 2 atoms of oxygen, right? This is the conclusion from this, that because one molecule got one atom which was given by half molecule, so one molecule would be equal to double of the atoms, 2 atoms of oxygen. So the atomicity of oxygen is diatomic. Similarly, one molecule of water vapor has 2 atoms of hydrogen. So one molecule contains 2 atoms of hydrogen. So by this rule we can determine the atomicity of the
gases. These elementary gases exist in the only monoatomic nature. They are not diatomic. That is why atoms of hydrogen and oxygen are shown in different containers. each container expresses same number of atoms, and when they combine together they form the molecules of same number of molecules of water vapor.
So, to determine the molecular formula, let's take the example of nitrogen gas reacting with hydrogen gas to form ammonia. By the experiments, it was observed that 1 volume of nitrogen reacts with 3 volume of hydrogen to form 2 volume of ammonia. See, why we are I have written this in the statement form because at that time, when Avogadro gave this law, it was believed that nitrogen, hydrogen type elementary gases, like we have already discussed here, elementary gases, were only monoatomic. They cannot be diatomic. So they used to believe that there are only single atoms of these gases which combine together. Okay, that I will explain by writing equation again. So if we believe one volume has n molecules, then 3 volume will be having 3n molecules and 2 volume will be having 2n molecules. N gets cancelled everywhere, so it becomes 1 molecule of nitrogen react with 3 volume of hydrogen to give 2 molecule of ammonia. If we further divide to get 1 molecule of ammonia, we will see that half molecule of nitrogen will react with half molecule, 3 by half molecule of hydrogen, and it will give us 1 molecule of ammonia. But we know that in half molecule of nitrogen means 1 atom because it is diatomic. So half molecule will be 1 atom because in 1 molecule there are 2 atoms, right? Plus 3 by 2 molecules means 3 atoms. That is 3 by 2 means hydrogen. 3 by 2. So if we take 3 molecules, so 3 half means 3 atoms. Okay. Gives 1 molecule of ammonia. So you can see here that 1 atom of nitrogen is present, 3 atom of hydrogen is present. So by this we can determine the molecular formula of any gas by Avogadro's law.